SLCL Provincial League, Season 2. SLCL Provincial League, Season 2. SLCL Provincial League, Season 2.
It's toss time here at the Caravan Sports Club. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Match number 9 of the SLCL Provincial League 2026 Season 2 coming your way. It's two very good teams once again taking part. It's going to be the Colombo Lions taking on the Pearls 11. And to my left, I've got the men that matter. JD Mahesh, captain of Colombo Lions, along with Akas Ahmed, captain of Pearls 11. And our match officials, Mrs. Zishan Taj and Waqas Latif. It's going to be JD Mahesh who will be flipping the coin. Tails is the call. It's a tail. Who's won? You won the toss. Akas, congratulations. You won the toss. What have you decided to do?
We like to bat first, sorry.
Any particular reason for deciding to bat first?
Yeah, last couple of matches we used to chase, and we want to change the legacy to go for a bat and coming back to the strong position on this tournament.
Akas, one thing that I'd like to know from you is that you guys have not been able to get points on the table. Has that been creating pressure in the team as well?
It's not a pressure. We are enjoying the game as a team, and we have a couple of players coming back from home and join the team, and we are gel as a team. It doesn't matter win or lose. We are enjoying the game, yeah.
How's your playing 11 today? Any changes? You said 2 changes. Who are they?
Yeah, Charit and Kavin in, and Goku and Dimitru are out. Yeah.
Fantastic, Akas. I wish you all the best and go well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
JD, well, unfortunate. You lost the toss, but how do you want it?
Yeah, we also planning win the toss, batting second. Hopefully, they gonna toss win. They give you fielding first with us. It's okay today. 4 changes our team, and Akalanka out, Taraka out, then Zigera and Vikum. It's 4 players out and 4 players in.
And what do you think is a decent score that you'll be comfortable chasing tonight?
Not that much due today. We accept 170, 160 is we accept.
Fantastic, JD. Wish you all the best and go well for the game.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, there you go. The news from the centre. The Pearl 11, they've won the toss. They've elected to bat first.
SLCL, we running the show. SLCL, watch the champions grow. SLCL, where the legends all go. Victory lap, let the whole world know.
SLCL Provincial League, Season 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to match number 9. Colombo Lions taking on the Pearl 11. Certainly a great contest in our hands tonight. Pearl 11 are absolutely in hunger to get their first points on the board. 3 losses in 3 games that they've played. It's all to play for. If they are to stay alive in the tournament, this is a must-win game for the Pearl 11. Colombo Lions, well, they've got their word cut out. Starts off with a brilliant delivery. Nicely bowled. Pearl 11 winning the toss, electing to bat first. Pathum Wickramasinghe and Mashoot, the 2 opening batters for the Pearl 11. Mashoot with an average of 150. Pathum Wickramasinghe on the other end. 74 matches, 2,126 runs. Average of 128, and it's Tashik Pereira with the new ball. 45 wickets in 44 games. Best figures of 4 for 30. Mashoot, a very, very good player. He's been amongst the runs. Got a couple of starts in the previous games, but just was not able to capitalize. And they have an opportunity. They've managed to win the toss, and they've elected to bat first as well. So can this also bring a change of fortune here? Very first ball, and just wide of the fielder. A valiant effort. Had that managed to stick through, that could have been an absolute blinder. Both batters now off the mark. Well, I've just been joined here in the Combox to take us through this game. I've been joined by the vice captain of the Thambapani Lions and our very own commentator and my very good friend, Amin Miflal. Amin, welcome to the Combox. Hope you've had some good rest.
Thank you, Atik. Once again, a pleasure commentating with you. Yes, much needed break. That is down towards the third man boundary. Slightly wider by Tashik Pereira.
Well, that's a way too wide, wasn't it? First boundary of the innings here for the Pearl 11. It's come off the bat of Mashoot. He can be certainly asking for trouble if you bowl loose deliveries to Mashoot. He's too good a player. Certainly would give him a lot of confidence now going into these innings. Moves on to 6 now. Stayed low there on that occasion. Hint of movement away from the right hander as well. Tashik Pereira can hit the deck hard. But it's a must-win game here, I mean, for the Pearl 11. 3 losses on the trot. Not a good place to be as a team, isn't it?
Yes, you're absolutely correct, Atik. No team wants to be in this position. It's another nice delivery. Swinging in the air, but that takes the edge. They will have to win both these games, and they will have to win it convincingly. And also they will have to wait for results to go in their direction from the other matches. So a lot of ifs and buts for them to qualify for the semi-finals. And that's the over. 8 runs for no loss.
So this is the playing 11 for both teams. Colombo Lions. JD Mahesh, the captain, leading at the top. Darshana Pires, Harshab Madhushankar, Malindu Pasandwani Arachi, Rashmika Siri Vardhana, Shehan Dilshan Veera Ratna, who's been in very good form. Tashik Pereira. Hiran Sasanka, Inshaka Sirivardhana and Shehan Thandakara makes the playing 11 for Colombo Lions. And for the Pearl 11, Akas Ahmed, Mahiradi Silva, Mashut, Pathum Vikramasinghe, Sumudu Fernando, Kavin Fernando, Chintaka Gokula the captain. Sharit Nirmal, good to see him back in the playing 11. Dhanuka Chamikara, Kevan Dehain and Shashika Anish makes the playing 11 for the Pearl 11. Oh, thick outside edge, just wide of the slip cordon. Well, that's gone for a boundary, but Rashmika Sirivardhana, well, he cannot lose heart. He should be encouraged. That's a beautiful delivery. Hint of movement in the air. Feet not moving for the batter. That could have easily gone down the throat of the first slip. Excellent delivery there on that occasion by Rashmika Sirivardhana.
An excellent first ball by Rashmika Sirivardhana. There's some movement with the new ball for the two fast bowlers. Once again, slightly full on that occasion. The wicket seems to be another belter of a batting wicket. But from a bowling perspective, I think the new ball will be crucial. Seems like there is some swing on offer. So the pace bowlers will be looking to capitalize on that.
You're absolutely right there. I mean, the first 6 overs are very crucial with the new ball. Well, what you've seen from that edge in that previous delivery there, I mean, was that now the fielder has come slightly wider. He's rather standing now around that second slip cordon. That edge has now prompted him to take a couple of steps to his right, which is, I think, a good call. With the ball moving away from the right hander, you need to cover your angles. So you can see the infield, there's a offside heavy field, just 3 fielders on the leg side. Thick outside edge, and it's gone down. Well, that's what we've spoken about. The fielder who did take a couple of steps to his right, he was on a full stretch. You needed that to stick. But unfortunately, well, that was a tough chance. But nevertheless, well, you needed that to be taken, isn't it? A brilliant effort there by the fielder for slip.
Once again, a brilliant ball by Rashmika Sirivardhana. Angling it away. Looked a bit premeditated by Pathum Vikramasinghe. He might be not aware of the slip fielder being moved. But nevertheless, a drop chance. So two drop catches in the over. Some promising signs for the bowlers. The fielders will have to back it up by taking the chances.
It's been a great over here from Rashmika. He's got 61 wickets to his name in 59 games. Best figures of 4 for 33. That's nicely flicked. That's in. That's gone to the boundary. First boundary for Pathum Vikramasinghe. He is extremely strong off his pads. You bowl anything around that line and length, he will feast on you all day long. So good over here now for the Pearl 11. 11 come off it, 19 for no loss.
Tashik Pereira to continue. Slightly shorter and wider on that occasion. It's down the leg side, and that's called a wide. We have to keep in mind that we are playing with 2 new balls. Seems to be some movement for the fast bowlers. So again the slip around that 3rd slip, 4th slip region. So again a wild hike by the batsman.
Well, I just feel that Mashoot is just trying to hit the ball too hard. You can do that if you're coming down the order, but especially when you're batting on top of the order, you need to have a better technique with the moving ball. It can be very easy to get that outside edge by just trying to swing the ball. Well, he proved me wrong there, Mashoot. That's what you call stand and deliver. He's such a hard hitter of the ball. And the moment he manages to make contact with the willow, that ball's travelling. Look at that power that he's generated. Literally off the back foot. And the ball carries over the ropes just by his sheer power. Terrific hit there by Mashoot. He's moved on to 19 of 11 deliveries now. Pearl 11 will be happy with this start. They're going at above 10 runs and over. Oh, this is a chance. Fielder coming under. And it's not going to get any easier than that. Mashoot has to depart. And that is what I've just been talking about. The technique against a new ball. Look at that, feet not moving. He was not in a position to play that pull shot. The ball kept climbing on him. Just getting the top edge of the bat and then just ballooning it down towards the extra covers. Easy catch there. Mashoot departs. Big wicket here. Pearl 11 lose their first. It's 26 for 1.
There, he was not ready for the short ball. Tashik Pereira bowling it much shorter and towards the body, and that brings the downfall for Mashoot. The new batsman in for Pearl 11 is Mahela De Silva, left-handed batsman. So left-hand, right-hand combination in the crease. As you rightly mentioned, Atik, if you're batting on top of the order, you need that technique, especially when the ball is swinging like today. Something we have not seen in this tournament. The ball seems to be swinging in the air.
That's a very valid point you made there. I mean, we've hardly seen any swing in the last 8 games that was played previously. Well, there's a chance. It's gone up again. Is the fielder coming under? It's been put down. Well. That's Darshan Apiris, who's put down an easy take. I'd say he had to backtrack a little. It's not easy backtracking to taking catches, but at this level, well, you have to bounce on them. So Colombo Lions, the ground fielding has not been that great. But to begin with, it was a very good delivery there from Tashik. And a poor shot there by Mahela De Silva. Very first ball. You just saw the demise of your teammate who departed playing a similar shot. Oh, had that been picked up, that would have been gone for all money. That was a direct hit, a run out. So per 11, you could just slightly feel the nerves creeping in. 3 done. 28 for 1.
Hello. When? Yeah, so the Emirates are mattadeli the business first class and all that.
28 for 1 after 3 overs. Just as you felt that the Pearl 11 were off to a good start, the man who'd got the runs, the majority of the runs, Mashood back in the dugout. And Mahela De Silva, who's walked in at number 3, very first ball, he survived the scare. But he needs to put his hands up tonight, Mahela De Silva. Just as his name suggests, the first name, Mahela. And he's also got the same jersey number on his back, number 11. Oh, I beg your pardon. In fact, that was Kumar Sangakkara's number, wasn't it? Mahela Jayawardene was number 27 that he wore. Full toss. Rashmika Siriwardena just slightly losing his line on that occasion.
Well, Mahela De Silva trying to be both Mahela Jayawardene and Kumar Sangakkara, you could say. Mahela Jayawardene in his name, Mahela, and number 11, left-hand batsman, 1 down. All similar to Kumar Sangakkara. Let's see if he could live up to that expectation. A change of ends for Rashmika Siriwardena. It's down the leg side. Well kept by JD Mahesh. Some steep bounce on that delivery. That's beautifully played by Pathum Wickramasinghe. On to his pads once again. And that's flicked for a boundary. Rashmika Siriwardene losing the plot slightly. I think he's trying too hard. Once again straying down the leg side. Beautifully flicked by Pathum Wickramasinghe.
Well, he even loses his footing while playing that stroke. Pathum Wickramasinghe, this is what he can give you. He's very, very strong with his wrists. He's a very wristy player. But the secret there, even in spite of him losing his balance, was at the point of impact, his balance was great. Generated good power. And now look at that. Who says that he's a leg side-ish player? He's proved us wrong, showing us that he can bat all around the wicket, and that was a glorious looking backfoot punch through the point region. It was a boundary the moment it passed the 30-yard circle. Terrific hit there by Pathum Wickramasinghe. He's looking good now. He's moved on to 15 of 8 deliveries. Per 11, they'll want this partnership to flourish. Like we did mention, it's a must-win game, and they've also got to depend on the results of a few other games as well. They've got to win the next 2 games, and they've got to win it convincingly here at the Pearl 11. So getting a good start is absolutely crucial here. Well, they say that sometimes a team, when you do find yourself lagging behind, and this is what the points table suggests. Look at that, Ceylon Falcons right at the top, 2 wins and a loss with 4 points. So is Tambapani Lions, the vice captain sitting right next to me here, who's a happy man, 2 wins in 2 games. Scorpions by Tambapani, 2 wins and a game as well with 4 points. So 3 teams right at the top. We've got Colombo Lions and the UAE Lions with 2 points apiece. Oh, good delivery. That could have easily lobbied onto the stumps. Just speaking about the point that I was making earlier, I mean, sometimes when you got your back against the wall and you feel like you're down and out, we've seen very often, we've seen even in the IPL plenty of times as well, there are games when many teams, especially I remember Mumbai Indians for that matter, who've lost the first 7-8 games on the trot, and they come and qualify to play for the finals and win the trophy as well. That's amazing, isn't it? And just look at that stats. There's some great stuff there by our broadcasters. Bat first after winning the toss, 100% for the Pearl 11. That's a good shot. Very nicely played there by Pathum Wickramasinghe. He gets a boundary.
Yes, you're correct, Atik. You can never So that's the end of 4 overs. Pearl 11 41 for 1. Some interesting stats. So AKP 11, Pearl 11 batting first after winning the toss. They won all their games 100%. Colombo Lions 50% victories.
It's the highest score of the tournament, 254 for 5 by the Ceylon Falcons against the UAE Lions on the 18th. Well, what a batting fest that was, 254 for 5. Well, I mean, if you remember, during our playing days, during our school days, in fact, growing up, watching the game that we love, 250 used to be scored on a 50-over match in the early 2000s or the early 1990s, late 1990s. And today, scoring 240, 250 plus has become the norm. Lowest score of the tournament by... oh, it's by Scorpios. I mean, he's quickly correcting me. It's not us. It's by Scorpios, and we are the reason for it. Great job, my friend. Huge congratulations to you for getting the Scorpios out very cheaply. Oh, I beg your pardon. In fact, yes, that was the Scorpios by Tambapani against the Lions. In fact, my friend, I mean, Miflal has nothing to do with it. New bowler, Harsha Madhushankar into the attack to bowl the 5th over.
Down the track, and that's a wicket. He misses it completely. Mahela De Silva has to depart for 1 run. So not a big impact being made, even though the first ball of him facing goes down as a drop catch. He has to depart for 1 run. Beautifully bowled by Harsha Madhushankar. Flighted delivery, slower in the air. Beats the batsman, all ends up. And a simple chance behind the wickets for JD Mahesh. AKP 11 lose their second wicket for 41 runs.
Colombo Lions striking in regular intervals in quick time. Poor shot selection there by Mahela De Silva. Trying to go onto the leg side against an off spinner. The ball just going with the arm, going straight. He's missed it all, ends up. He'd have been better off perhaps try and target the extra cover or the mid-off region. Try play it in the V. If you're going against the line of the spinner, you certainly are flirting with danger. That too early in your innings when you've not got your eye in. Poor shot selection there by Mahela De Silva. Well, in walks a class act. Charit Nirmal in the playing 11. Well, I've seen him score some big runs, Charit Nirmal. He's an absolute talent, a very, very good all-rounder to have in your team. He scored some big hundreds, Charit Nirmal. He's just come back from Sri Lanka yesterday after a brief holiday. And he's straight into the team, the playing 11 for the Pearl 11, and they certainly expect him to provide that edge for them in this game, which is a must-win. But so far, this has been a brilliant over. Just 2 runs and a wicket for Harsha.
Yes, a lot will be riding on Charit Nirmal. Pearl 11 will be expecting him to get some runs under his belt. Once again, beautifully bowled by Harsha Madhushankar. This has been an excellent over. Just 3 runs of it and a wicket. Pearl 11 are 44 for 2 after 5 overs.
Another class 101 commentary. Always don't use once again.
Once again? Once again means like when you're talking.
Yeah, you're always saying once again. Understood?
That's how everything you shouldn't use it, keep on
You
using it.
shouldn't use it. Commentary start beautiful shot, beautiful. Now I don't use it. I use different words. You describe it differently.
Yeah.
You understood? These how you improve as a commentator.
Oh, but now like little better now.
Much better.
Last time.
Much better.
Because before I was telling that here, there,
Correct,
and then that thing is also now little.
Very good, mashallah. Good, good improvement. Even I hear your tone also, everything is better.
Yeah.
It's okay, don't worry.
And again, toss the shy one.
You need a bit more experience.
Yeah.
Toss comment I think after I did like 50-60 games.
Because that's why the live
No, it's okay, you need to try. You can try one of the games. 44 for 2 after 5 overs. We're into the last over of the power play. Well, that's been hit for a boundary. Very first ball. Beautifully hit there by Charit Nirmal. Off the middle of the bat. 48 for 2 after 5.1 overs. Charit Nirmal has got his first boundary.
And a quick single. Chance of a run out. But the fielder Shehan Tandakara misses the stumps. Tashik Pereira into his 3rd over. Colombo Lions will be looking to break this partnership. So down the ground and some swing on offer for Tashik Pereira. Pathum misses it completely.
Well, it's good to see that even in the 6th over, there's still movement of the surface for the fast bowlers. Tashik Pereira is into his 3rd over now. Playing with soft hands. And the 50 comes up now for the Pearl 11. 50 for 2. It's a mixed bag for the Pearl 11 inside the power play overs. They did lose 2 wickets now. They've got a start. These two are certainly quite capable, and Charit Nirmal especially like to play a big innings here for the team. Oh, that was a poor shot there by Charit Nirmal. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. The ball's moving away from you and then trying to play that towards the leg side. That's certainly flirting with danger.
Yes, a poor shot. Very lucky to not be back in the dugout, Charit Nirmal. Power play seems to be a 50-50 for Colombo Lions and AKP 11. That's the power play done. 6 overs done. Pearl 11 51 for 2. So Harsha Madhushankar to continue after the drinks break. Power play is done. 5 fielders outside the circle. Colombo Lions. Have a look at the scorecard. Pathum Wickramasinghe not out on 21 of 15 deliveries. Mashood, who got a start, 19 runs, couldn't capitalize. Mahela De Silva, a disappointing innings. Charit Nirmal in the crease with Pathum Wickramasinghe. So we have a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a sweeper cover in place. Beautifully bowled once again by Harsha Madhushankar. Slower through the air. Seems to be appealing, but clear inside edge. Here we go, there's the replay. Yes, clear bat. Good decision by the umpire. This is over the cover point fielder. And that's a beautiful catch. What a wicket. What a catch. by the sweeper cover fielder. This was hit hard. He had to move to his right. And Charit Nirmal has to depart.
Big wicket. Very big wicket here. Charit Nirmal. The man who you expect to do a lot of damage. Plays a rash shot, but a brilliant piece of effort in the deep at the boundary ropes. Look at that for a catch. Tumbling down and takes an absolute blinder. Pearl 11. Well, they lose another wicket, and it is the big wicket of Charit Nirmal who departs. Colombo Lions on top. It's 51 for 3.
The captain walks into the middle, Akas Ahmed. Pearl 11 in a spot of bother. 3 wickets down. Akas Ahmed looking for a captain's knock. The team will be requiring that from him. Harsha Madhushankar. He has bowled brilliantly. Just given away 3 runs. 2 wickets to his name already. Once again, beautifully flighted, inviting the batsman to go over.
Well, it's been a terrific spell of bowling here by Harsha Madhushankar so far. Well, this is the kind of spell that certainly wins you games. Akas Ahmed, he's not the most technically correct batter, but he's a very street smart cricketer, Akas Ahmed. These are the figures for Harsha. Best figures of 4 for 17. 117 wickets in 130 games. But so far he's given absolutely nothing away.
That seems to be the carom ball by Harsha Madhushankar. Showing his variations and varieties. Oozing with confidence. That's another brilliant over. Seven overs done. Pearl 11 52 for 3.
Inshaka Sirivardhana comes into the attack. Pearl 11. Well, 3 wickets down inside the 7 overs. It's been the story of the tournament for them. Many players getting starts and not going on. Pathum Wickramasinghe, the only lone man who's been starved of the strike. He's just faced 17 deliveries of the 7 overs that's been bowled. Well, that's high up in the air, but just above the reach. Over the head of the fielder at short covers. Well, had he been standing in the regulation extra covers, that could have been straight down the throat. But he was rather closer. Look at that. If had he been in the circle, on the edge of the circle, that would have been an easy catch. Survives there, Akas Ahmed. I told you, like I did mention, he's not the most technically correct batters, but he can hit the ball a long way. Well, that's nicely been punched off the back foot. So Pathum Wickramasinghe, he will need to play the long innings here for the per 11.
Yes, Akash Ahmed seems to be a power hitting batsman. Once again, this is high up in the air towards the third man region. A valiant effort. But this is trickling down towards the boundary. The batsman ran through for 3 runs. Once again, not the right shot to be playing. Shant Andakara, the third man region, tries to go under it. But 3 runs to the score.
Great piece of effort there in the circle. The ground fielding has been great here by the Colombo Lions. They've been throwing themselves across. We've seen a blinder of a catch down at the boundary rope to dismiss Charit Nirmal. So Colombo Lions certainly ticking all the boxes as far as the ground fielding is concerned. Beautifully bowled. Inshaka Sirivardhana, that's the 3rd time he's either got the outside edge or beaten it. Twice Akash Ahmed survived. The line and length from Inshaka has been pretty good. Ask him the right questions. That's been the issue. He's been trying to force the action. Deliveries outside the off, trying to pull it down or sweep it down towards the leg side. 8 done, 58 for 3. Well, projected score for the per 11, 145, not good enough at this stage. The bowlers have done a great job as far as controlling the flow of runs is concerned. At one stage they were going at 10 plus runs and over. They pulled back, and that's what wickets can do for you. 3 quick wickets, 3 top order batters back in the dugout. And now with this pressure being inside, you just feel that perhaps something is about to give here. You'll either see a boundary or a wicket. Pathum Wickramasinghe itching to get going. He's come down the track. And he's got it all the way for a maximum. Well, you just felt that it was about to happen, wasn't it? That something was about to give. And exactly as I stated, the very next ball, he advances down the pitch, fetches it from outside the off stump, and deposits that into the stand. Magnificent stroke there by Pathum Wickramasinghe.
Beautifully played by Pathum Wickramasinghe. Could feel the pressure building. Harsha Madhushanka has been brilliant as well. He's given away the 11 runs into his 3rd over. Once again down the track. This one slightly away. Well, only to get 1 run. This will be an interesting combination. Akash Ahmed and Harsha Madhushanka. Feel he is looking for a boundary. Akash Ahmed. Slightly shorter.
Well, this is the first boundary that Harsha has conceded in this over 6 from Pathum earlier in the over. But since then, he's come back quite well. They'll just get a single. Great piece of fielding there on the boundary ropes. So 9 overs done. 68 for 3. Since I told you not to say once again, you said it 5 times.
Now that they are here, no, I could like I also knew that I'm telling you the once again,
$68 for 3. Colombo Lions will be happier as we get into the second half. The line and length has been great by the two spinners bowling in tandem, Inshakasiri, Vardhana and Madhushankar. Stroke playing has become that much harder. You got two quality spinners. Well, he comes down the pitch and he's put this out in towards the training nets in the farther part of the ground here at the Caravan Sports Club. Very nicely played there. Now Pathum Wickramasinghe is beginning to cut loose and he's looking good out there.
Pathum Wickramasinghe getting to the pitch of the ball, dancing down the tracks. This is his second boundary in quick succession. Both sixes dancing down the track and hitting it straight over, long on and long off. Flighted delivery, a good comeback by Inshakasiri Vardhana. Something to note from Pathum Wickramasinghe's batting is he seems to be interested in coming down the track to the spinners. Don't see that often in this circuit or in the Sri Lankan league.
Well, straight off the books of Brendan McCullum, isn't it? We see Brendan McCullum advancing down the pitch even for fast bowlers. But yeah, I think that's the way to go about it. You've got to try and get to the pitch of the ball. Because these spinners, their line and length has been impeccable. They consistently keep landing the ball around the good length. But there you see the difference. Akaz Ahmed relies a lot on power, just not able to get to the pitch of the ball. The bowling has truly been high class here. He's been struggling to get going here, Akaz Ahmed. The over comes to an end. So at the halfway stage, per 11, 75 for 3. Well, this is the batting leaderboard in this tournament. Nishita Abhilash of the Scorpios leading the pack. 148 runs in 3 games. Scored a magnificent 100 in the very first game. 101 highest score. Then you got Shihan Veeraratna for the Colombo Lions with 108. And Yashor Sankalana, who scored a brilliant 89 the other day. On number 3, Mohammad Nafi, the youngster. The 17-year-old prodigy with 96 runs in 2 games. Hasid Kavinda at number 5. Those are the top 5 for the batting leaderboard in this tournament. You've also got Hasid Kavinda, Mohammad Halan, Amanta Madhushankar, Varuna Pereira, the captain of the Lions, Saluka Valisundara and Demudi Silva. That makes the top 10 of the batting leaderboard in this season 2 of the SLCL Provincial League. So this is the bowling leaderboard. You got Shiran Taranga, the man of the match in the previous game, who picked up 4 wickets. He's right on the top with 5 wickets to his name in the tournament. Shiran Taranga for Scorpio. So Andrew Paris for Tabapane Lions is at number 2 with 4 wickets. Then you got Prashad Kumara, Hansakalin Arachi. That's a good piece of effort there in the deep. I'd like to have a real look at the leaderboard of the bowling once again. Yeah, there we go. So yes, there we go. The total wickets: 8 wickets for Shiran Taranga, Andrew Paris 6, Prashant Kumara 6. The top 3 in the tournament. Well, this is up in the air. This time he's got all of it. Akaz Ahmed, well, he was struggling. He wanted something in the slot. This one was very much within his reach. And he's put this over the boundary for a maximum.
Yes, Akaz Ahmed was waiting for this delivery. Fuller in length, a slot delivery by Malindu Pereira. And Akaz Ahmed deposits that over the long on region for a 6. A much needed boundary for Akaz Ahmed. Already 4 sixes in this innings for Pearl 11. As we can see, a total of 136 sixes in the tournament, SLCL Provincial League Season 2. Last ball. It's played towards the long on region for a single. That completes 11 overs. Pearl 11, 85 for 3. As we see the Super 11 has regularly lost wickets. They managed to get some big overs as well. A small partnership building for the Pearl 11 team with Pathum Vikramasinghe and Akaz Ahmed in the middle. Projected score 155. Pearl 11 will be looking to get a little more than that. The wicket looks to be a good batting wicket. We have a change in bowling. Pasindu Wanyarachi, right arm medium pace bowler into the attack.
Well, I mean, Harsha Madhushankar, I believe he's one more over in his spell. If you were the captain, would you bowl him out or would you just hold one over back?
Well, I would bowl him out because he has been sensational with the ball, especially today. This is slapped towards the cover point region for a boundary. Akaz Ahmed is making a move on.
I'm not sure if this is the right move here. Because I just felt that Ahmed is very comfortable against the fast bowlers. He was struggling against the spinners. So as long as Akaz Ahmed was there, I think it would have been smart to carry on with spin. He's somebody who's very, very good with the pace on the ball. But now he's got to start. An excellent partnership between these two. 39 of 30 deliveries. Pathum Wickramasinghe. In fact, both batters contributing equally, 19 apiece. It's been a good partnership coming together when the chips were down. When the scores were at 51 for 3, they've managed to steady the ship ever so slightly. Now passing the Wanyarachi. You should not bowl to the pads of this man on strike. Once again, beautifully played there. Pathum Wickramasinghe, you beauty. That's class personified for you. Look at that for timing and placement. Not relying on power, just timing. And just placing it into the gap. And the moment he's found it, that was going to be a boundary for the taking. Excellent stroke. Now he's getting on to 44 now of 32 deliveries. Turning out to be a great knock here by Pathum.
The ball seems to be coming onto the bat pretty nicely. The pace offered by Pasindu Wanyarachi. As you rightly mentioned, Akaz Ahmed seems to be a batsman who likes the pace on. A change of pace by Pasindu Wanyarachi. So Akaz Ahmed wasn't able to get the timing right when the spinners were on. There's no pace to work with for him. He's got one boundary and 1 6 in his 14 deliveries. Strike rate of 135. This is down the leg side. It's called a wide. Pasindu Wanyarachi seems to have learnt his lesson and bowling the change up, slower deliveries. First 3 balls were space on and he leaked 2 boundaries. It's towards the extra cover region for a single. Another good over for Pearl 11. 12 runs coming off it with 1 delivery to be bowled. As we see the worm slightly climbing with this partnership. So 12 overs completed. Pearl 11 98 for 3.
Well, so this is just to give you an idea with regards to the number of runs that's been scored every over. You can see in the first 5-6 overs, the run rate was quite high. And then right there after the 6th over, every over has been very less runs being scored. So 98 for 3 after 12 overs. Good call here. They brought the spinner back in. Inchaka Sirivardhana will continue. But Pathum Wickramasinghe hasn't he batted well. He's on 46 of 34. Great figures there for Inchaka Sirivardhana. 6 wickets for 7 runs. He's got 2 5-wicket hauls to his name as well. A single down to long on. Now this is going to be very interesting. The battle between Inshaka and Akas Ahmed. He's got a start now. Akas is striking it at almost 120, 130. Going to be interesting how he goes about against the spinner. Short ball. It's in the gap and he gets a boundary. Well, that's not the line and length you bowl to this man. It's too short on that occasion. You needed it to be fuller to create some trouble there for the batter. The 100 comes up now for the per 11.
Inshaka Sirivardhana going short on that occasion and paying the price. Akas Ahmed paces the gap beautifully. It's much better by Inshaka Sirivardhana, fuller in length. Akas Ahmed unable to get under the ball. Pathum Wickramasinghe on the other hand has played a beautiful knock. 47 runs when the team needed him most. He's got 5 boundaries and 2 sixes to his name with a strike rate of 134. He seems to be well set. The crease. 7 overs to go after this.
Great Kamadari there for the players, between the players. Ball deflecting off the batter's body. And he was not ready to take the single, so kudos there for fair play for Akas Ahmed. Well, you don't have to do anything out of the ordinary. You've already managed to find 7 runs of the over so far. Run rate pretty good, just above 8 runs and over. Single down to long on. 13 overs done, 105 for 3. In fact, it's 106 for 3. Players will take drinks. You can manage 2 overs. I also need some chai, bro.
We have a change of ends for the last 7 overs of the game. The new bowler into the attack, Darshan Apirish. Seven overs to go. Pearl 11 will be looking to capitalize. They've stitched together a good partnership, Akash Ahmad and Pathum Wickramasinghe, after the loss of 3 early wickets. This is chipped. Oh, a valiant effort by Shehan Dilshan. But that's another drop catch. This one was chipped towards the bowler, over the bowler's head. Shehan Dilshan makes a valiant effort. There we go. He could not hold on to it though. Colombo Lions would have discussed that they will need a wicket or two. There was a chance created by Darshan Apirish. Shehan Dilshan unable to hold on to it. The good delivery. Colombo Lions won't mind the singles. Pathum Wickramasinghe moves on to 49 with that single. Once again, a wild hike by Akash Ahmad. No pace offered by Darshan Apirish. This is good bowling by Darshan Apirish. Slowing it through the air, not giving any pace to the batsman. Pallavan have Dhanuka Chamikara, Sumudu Fernando, Kevin Dehen to come in to bat. So they do have some batsmen in the dugout. This one's connected and that's gone for a 6. Another slot delivery by Darshan Apirish. And Akash Ahmad makes full use of that. Deposits that in the mid-wicket region. Power by Akash Ahmad on display. Slow delivery and another drop chance. This time Darshan Apirish could not hold on to it and his follow through. 2 chances in the over, 2 drop catches in the over. There we go, the replay. Slower ball, slower delivery. That should have been taken by Darshan Apirish. That's a wide delivery. Wide outside the off stump. Captain J.D. Mahesh speaking to his bowler. So 9 runs off this over. Darshan Apirish will be looking to close out this over without much damage. That's another catch and that has been taken. Finally the catch has been taken. Shehan Dilshan Once again a slower delivery by Darshana Pires. Closing his face of the bat, Akash Ahmed. And this goes straight to the extra cover region for a catch. So Akash Ahmed has to depart. Pearl 11, 115 for 4 after 14 overs. Good knock by Akash Ahmed, 33 runs of 24 deliveries. He's done his part. The new man walks in, Sumudu Fernando. He can hit the long ball as well. He has 6 overs to go in the innings. Harsha Madhushankar into the attack to bowl his final over. He has been brilliant today. Just given away 14 runs and picked up 2 crucial wickets. Pathum Wickramasinghe on 49. It's one away from another 50. That's down the ground, and that's a 50 runs for Pathum Wickramasinghe. A composed innings. When the wickets were tumbling from the other end, he has held one end and he's set now for a big score. Brings up his 50 in 38 deliveries. Stitched up a good partnership with Akash Ahmed. He'll be looking to finish the innings off on a high. Sumudu Fernando with 2,692 runs. The strike rate of 136. Can hit the long ball. Oh, a brilliant delivery. A carom ball. Rushed onto it. The batsman Sumudu Fernando facing his first delivery. Good ball to get up front. Sumudu Fernando is off the mark. Pearl 11 will be looking to get at least one boundary in every over from now on. 39, I beg your pardon, 33 deliveries left in the innings. So another carom ball. What a beautiful delivery. And stumped. Harsha Madhushankar. Once again a beautiful ball. A carom ball flighted up in the air and Pathum Wickramasinghe has to go back. The 2 set batsmen are back in the dugout. This was not what was required from Pearl 11, but a beautiful delivery by Harsha Madhushankar as we see the replay. Flighted in the air. Pathum Wickramasinghe unable to come under the ball and misses it all, ends up. So Pearl 11 lose 2 wickets in quick succession. 117 for 5. Harsha Madhushankar, his 3rd wicket in the innings. He has been brilliant with the ball in hand. Just given away 16 runs and picked up 3 crucial wickets. In walks in Chintaka Gokula. Harsha Madhushankar going round the wicket to the new batsman. Crossover for a single. Two timely wickets for the Colombo Lions team. And the two set batsmen, after a good partnership, the two set batsmen are in the dugout in 2 quick overs. This is cut away, but no run. And a brilliant spell by Harsha Madhushankar comes to an end. 4 overs, 3 wickets for 17 runs. At the end of 15 overs, Pearl 11 118 for 5. Darshana Piris to continue. Towards the leg side. And a leg by call by the umpire. Colombo Lions wouldn't mind this at all.
Well, what a comeback here by the Colombo Lions. 2 big wickets. Back in the dugout now. Partnership been broken. 2 new batters out in the crease. Sumudha Fernando and the captain Chintaka Gokula out in the centre. They need a good finish here in the last 5 overs. Darshana Piris 1 for 11. Sumudha Fernando is a very good player. Saw him play a very good innings the other day. Last 5 overs. Can they try and get towards that 170 run mark? They've got to go at 10 runs and over. Well, that's a big one. He's launched onto this. He's got the middle of the bat here, the captain. That's disappeared into the night sky. Terrific hit there by Chintaka.
Pearl 11 will be requiring a lot more of those. Chintaka Gokula gets that in his slot, in his region, and he deposits that over the mid-wicket boundary for a 6. Chintaka Gokula seems to be someone who can hit the long ball. She's once again straight towards the long off region, and that's another 6. So 2 sixes in 2 balls. What a nice shot. This is straight over the bowler's head. Once again in the slot by Darshana Piris.
Well, this is a terrific over now here for the 11. The captain coming to the party. 2 sixers in 2 deliveries would do him a world of confidence. Oh, that was very, very nearly through his defenses. Good delivery, good comeback there by Darshan Pires. A very good over here for the Pearl 11. 16 done. It's 135 for 5. Twice again. Another very important in Maja commentary, what we both should do. Remember I told you, lead and color. So yeah, I'll tell you it. So this is what things have transpired. Pathum Vikramasinghe with a very good half century, 50 of 39 for him at the top. And then a very good innings there by Akaz Ahmed, a brilliant 33. Enterprising when he got going. Now Chintaka Gokula has lobbied this up in the air. And he's been taken in the deep at deep mid wicket. Well, in pursuit of some quick runs, Chintaka Gokula, the captain, departs. 6-1 down now. Pearl 11 slightly in trouble. So 135 for 6. Now you see, what I did was also wrong. That's right. What you should do is lead color. Either you are doing the lead, I'm doing the color, or I'm doing the lead. So it's like I quickly describe the action as it happens, as if I'm doing the lead. Start the action. Explain, then give it to me.
Seems to be some confusion in the middle. Charlita Subha Singha into the crease. Seems to be this impact player for Pearl 11.
Well, the law states here in the SLC Provincial League that you can get the services of an impact player, either being a batter or a bowler. Well, what's happening out there? Well, there's been some confusion and the batters are walking now back to the dugout. I'm not exactly sure what's transpiring. Well, some confusion there with Charlita Subha Singha, who'd walked out to bat and then he was perhaps sent out because of something to do with the laws of the impact player behind it. Kevin Fernando now the new batter at number 8. Partnership required now. Last 4 overs. I mean, you've got to capitalize.
Oh, first delivery, a reverse sweep, a switch hit, going towards the boundary. This will be cut off. The batsman run through for 3 runs. Good running by the 2 batsmen.
Well, very adventurous there by Kavin, isn't it? Very first ball. Sighter not required. Straight away, imagine the amount of confidence that he should have to pull out a shot like a reverse hit without sweeping, without seeing a single delivery. Usually as a batter, you need that time to get that pace of the pitch. But nevertheless, I think he's not got any bat there, so... Or have the umpires not updated it? I think I saw a glove through. So 3 runs been given by the umpire.
That's spun there. Nice delivery by Inchika Sirivardhana. Some turn and bounce.
Well, this is what the spinner can do here, isn't it? We've seen the spinners continuously trouble the batters throughout the game. The ball gripping and turning. Inchika Sirivardhana is into his last over. Very crucial over this by Inchika. He's done well quite so far. 2 relatively new batters. With the last 3 overs going to be very interesting as they got to go after every delivery from here on to get towards that 170 run mark.
Yes, I think they will need to be looking around the 170, 175 region. They are to make a match out of this. Once again, beautifully bowled by Inchika Sirivardhana.
Yeah, he's kept nice and tight throughout his spell. Projected score 165, not enough at this stage. Staying low on that occasion. The fielder does extremely well, certainly saved a couple of runs for the team. The over comes to an end, 17 done. 140 for 6. So the last 3 overs of the innings remaining. 140 on the board. I mean, what do you reckon? How much will they get? And will they be able to defend it is the question.
Well, I think 170 would be a pass score in this wicket. Seems to be helping the spinners a little bit. The Colombo Lions spinners have bowled brilliantly. They have varied their pace. We see the leg spinner coming into bowl, the 18th over of the game. Is this a gamble by the Colombo Lions captain J.D. Mahesh? So again, that's another drop chance by Colombo Lions. Another switch hit attempted by Kavin Fernando. This time not getting bat in it, not getting hit the bat required to go over the fielder's head. It's another drop chance for the Colombo Lions.
Well, the fielding standards has been pretty good by the Colombo Lions throughout the tournament. Well, that's been the problem sometimes. If you tend to relax, it's usually at this time when you've got to keep the foot on the throttle. You've got to keep your ground fielding extremely tight because every run will count. We did witness that the other day as well. Fatur Rahman for the previous game was dropped on the very first ball in the deep and deep extra covers. He went on to make an impactful 30 odd, which ultimately did help, along with the partnership with Mohammad Nafis, to help the Tambapani Lions to get over the line. And we've seen that over and over again in any level of cricket, how crucial ground fielding becomes.
As well, Fatur Rahman, the impact player, playing an impactful innings. This has been a good over by Malindu, just given away 4 runs, 4 singles of the over. So full toss, but Kevin Fernando unable to get onto it. And a brilliant over by Malindu comes to an end. Just 5 runs off it. Per 11, 145 for 6 after 18 overs.
Now remember one thing. You are a cricketer yourself. You have played the game at the highest level. You can speak English very well. You have the knowledge of the game. Don't let the mic or the commentary or the occasion or anything phase you. Do your stuff. Once again, 100 times over. Take it easy. Understood? Remember, currently the best commentators are the ones who have a conversation. If you go to explain everything that's happening on the oh, that's once again right at ball pitches outside off stump, batsman comes forward, solid forward defense, the ball rolls around the carpet. It becomes radio commentary.
So Tashik Pereira into the attack. 19th over the game. Oh, that's a hit wicket. Kevin Fernando tries for the dill scoop. He misses the ball, but the bat finds the wicket. So he is hit wicket himself.
That's devastating as a batter. It's one of the worst ways that you can get out. And I can tell you as a batter myself, that's something that every batter treads. Well, getting out can be painful in itself. But imagine you hitting your own stumps out as well. Can be quite demoralizing. Well, unfortunate, so to say the least. Kevin Fernando has to depart. 7th one down now. Per 11, 145 for 7. New man in number 9, Kevin Dehane. A quick single been taken. So 145 for 146 for 7. 10 more deliveries remaining. Can they get at least another 20 to 25 runs here? Give their bowler something to bowl at.
Well, the youngster Kevin Dehane out in the middle. He's a solid batsman. Just 17 years of age. It's another beautiful catch. What a catch by that man Harsha Madhushankar. You cannot keep him out of the game. Leaps in the air and catches it out of the thin air.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, if John T. Rhodes was to watch this proceedings, he'd be absolutely proud with that. That was an absolute stunner. He was literally launching up in the air and he plucked it out of thin air. The magnificent. Absolutely brilliant. Per 11, they lose another. 2 wickets in this over so far. Tashik Pereira strikes once again. Per 11 in all sorts of trouble. 146 for 8. I'm letting you do the lead because I want you to try and remove that once again.
This has been an excellent over by Tashik Pereira. 2 wickets in the over. There seems to be some confusion once again in the middle. Another pause in the game.
Once again, you continue by yourself. Once again, a break. Once again, another break.
Well, we are back after a short break. Some confusion with the playing 11 and the impact sub rule. All sorted and okay to go for the last 9 deliveries of the innings. So the new man in is Sumudu Udara, left-hand batsman. These two batsmen will be looking to play the 9 deliveries. Beautiful shot over extra covers. This is running towards the boundary. This is covered by the sweeper cover fielder. Sumudu Udara gets 2 runs to his name. That doesn't look like a shot of a number 10 batsman.
Yeah, good looking stroke there, wasn't it? Always pleasing when a left-hander drives the ball through the covers. Always a pleasure to watch. But there's a fantastic comeback here by the Colombo Lions with the ball. Good delivery. Very good delivery. Wide Yorker outside the off stump. Got to perhaps try and target that square of the wicket on the offside for deliveries like that. Need to train to play that gliding square drive for a full delivery. Can be one of the toughest shots to play on the cricketing book. Apish, single down to mid-wicket. We're talking about that square drive. Somebody that I admire greatly who plays that shot to perfection is none other than the great King Kohli, Virat Kohli. He's brilliant with that shot. So 19 overs done, 149 for 8, last over in play.
Pasindhuwan Yarachi given the responsibility of the last over. Pearl 11 have lost their way after the 14th over. They were 115 for 3. They have lost 5 wickets for just 35 runs. The remaining 5 overs. So good comeback by Colombo Lions. They'll be looking to close out the innings on a high as well. Towards the short square region, and the 150 is up for the Pearl 11. Pearl 11 will have to bowl brilliantly if they are to restrict this strong opposition. Colombo Lions having a strong batting lineup.
Well, they've huffed and puffed their way to this milestone. Pearl 11 literally got to bowl out of their skins when they come out. Remember, it's a must-win game for them to have any hopes in the tournament. We need a couple of big hits, and who better to do that than Sumudu Udara? He's a clean hitter of the ball. He's yet to show us his prowess today. 4 deliveries, 4 balls, 4 runs so far. Pasindhuwan Yarachi. He needs to try and nail those Yorkers outside the off stump. But it's going to be Kevin on strike. In fact, Sumudu on strike. So 3 singles of the first 3 balls. Couldn't ask for a better start.
Good start to the 20th over by Pasindhuwan Yarachi. We're looking to close it out as well. 3 more balls to go in the innings. And the hen. A slower ball by Pasindu Wanyarachi. Slightly sticking in the surface. Kevin Dehan unable to connect it. So dot ball.
Very clever bowling here by Pasindu. He's been using his full bag of tricks in this over. It proved to be quite costly in the first over that is bowled. So great to see that the captain has some confidence in trusting him to bowl the last over. And he's bowled him. Magnificent delivery there. That ball jagged back into the right-hander, cut him in half and took the leg stump out. Terrific, terrific delivery there. 9 down now are the Pearl 11.
This was a faster delivery by Pasindu Wanyarachi. And Kevin Dehan beaten for pace. So Pearl 11 152 for the loss of 9 wickets. So the last man onto the crease, Shashika, to face the last ball of the innings. A good delivery outside the off stump, and that's the final wicket. Run out. Sumududara. A good throw by J.D. Mahesh. So that's the 20 overs completed. Pearl 11 managed to score only 152.
Tremendous performance here by the Colombo Lions. They've been terrific on the field. At one stage, the Pearl 11 did seem like they were going to get a score in excess of 180 plus. Pathum Vikramasinghe with a brilliant start right at the top, 50 of 39, along with Mashood, laid the foundation, and you felt at that stage that maybe Pearl 11 were going to give a very serious fight in this game. Akash Ahmed in the middle, 33 of 24, with Chintaka Gokula the captain. A quick whirlwind, 14 of 6 deliveries. And apart from that, none other batters able to get into double figures here for the Pearl 11. It was a great performance with the ball. 152 all out in the 20 overs is what the Pearl 11 have managed to get. 6 extras to go with it. The discipline as far as the bowling attack is concerned is pretty good from the Colombo Lions as well. It's been a fantastic effort by the fielding team. Pearl 11, they've got their work cut out. They've got to come back strong when they come back to defend this score. Nevertheless, runs on the board, there will always be scoreboard pressure, and if they can perhaps pick up a few early wickets inside the power play overs, well, you never know. One thing that we all do know is it's going to be an absolute cracker of a contest. Well, we will take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the run chase. Stay tuned. Well, good evening. Welcome back. We're about to have the run chase of the Colombo Lions in pursuit of 153 for victory in the 20 overs. Harsha Madhushanka and JD Mahesh, the captain, opening the proceedings with the bat. And very interesting to see Charit Nirmal with the ball. He's a very good bowler, mind you, but he is struggling with an injury, Charit Nirmal. Just coming after a injury, an ACL injury, and I did have a chat with him early on. He told me that he will not be bowling, so actually very surprised to see him with the ball. Hope he doesn't do further damages. These ACL injuries can be quite horrible. Here we go. Oh, look at that movement. Beautifully bowled there by Charit Nirmal. Good start. Pearl 11. They've got their word cut out. Must win game. Wickets early up front is the only way perhaps that they can throw in a challenge for the Colombo Lions. Certainly the bowling attack has been strengthened with the return of Charit Nirmal, and if he's bowling, well, that's great news for the Pearl 11. Amin Miflal, welcome to the Combox. And that's a glorious way to welcome Amin. Nice way to get off the mark.
Thank you, Atik. Yeah, a nice way to open his account, Harsha Madhushanka. Leaning onto it outside the off stump. Beautifully placed drive over the covers. Can see some movement in the air for Charit Nirmal. Shorter in length, and this is pulled towards the square leg region for another boundary. Harsha Madhushanka has got off to a good start. Second boundary to him. Shorter in length by Charit Nirmal, asking to be hit.
Wonderful start. Exactly what the doctor ordered here for the Colombo Lions. Charit Nirmal under a bit of pressure after being hit for a boundary. In fact, 2 boundaries in the over so far. Harsha Madhushankar will be oozing with confidence at this stage. Flicked once again into the leg side. They come back for a couple. So far, I mean, every run counts, isn't it? When they've already given 10 runs off the first 4 balls, you can just already see that the players, the shoulders dropping. That is something that you can ill afford to do. Cricket's a funny game. 1 brings 2, 2 brings 3. They've got to believe and fight till the very last ball.
Yes, I think they have to know that they have the runs on the board. This is another pull shot and this is going to another boundary. This is the 3rd boundary in the over. Shorter once again by Charit Nirmal. Harsha Madhushankar is having an excellent day. He's able to pick up 3 wickets while bowling. And not to forget that brilliant catch he took. He started well with the bat as well.
Well, he's had a great night so far. Now carrying that confidence of the performance on the field onto his batting as well is Harsha Madhushankar. He's moved on to 14. Good Yorker. But it's a very good over here for the Colombo Lions. First over done, 15 for no loss.
The captain brings him on to bowl the second over. Chintika Gokula want to get some wickets. That's cut across. The ball dipping into Harsha Madhushankar. A good start for Chintika Gokula.
Well, Chintaka with the bat came into the innings. Scored 2 big sixers before getting out. Can he put his hand up and get a few wickets early on? Per 11. Certainly hanging by a thread in this tournament as far as their likes of qualifications are concerned. Well, this is Apesh. It's in the gap though, but the timing not so much on that occasion by Harsha. Wickets are the call of the hour, but so far the Colombo Lions, they're off to a rollicking start. Close to 13 runs of the over per over. JD Mahesh is yet to face a delivery in his innings so far.
A slight change in the field. A short mid wicket comes into play. Once again, shot. That's been pulled away for a 6. Harsha Madhushanka once again has pulled this for a 6. Shorter in length by Chintika Gokula. And Harsha Madhushanka doesn't miss out.
Well, he's playing a blinder of a knock up the order here, Harsha. Look at that first stroke. He's dispatched that with disdain. 23 on the board and he scored all of them so far. Oh, that's close. That's mightily close. But umpire Waqar Latif thinks that was perhaps going down the leg side. And I think that's a very good decision under the circumstances, because if you look at the angle in which Chintaka is bowling, wide outside from over around the wicket, yes, with that angle, angling it into the left hand, the ball was certainly going to be missing that leg stump. Excellent decision there by umpire Waqar Latif.
JD Mahesh to face his first delivery. Harsha Madhushanka has got the Colombo Lions to a great start. 23 runs of just 10 balls. Another appeal. Chintika Gokula, a half-hearted appeal. Slightly higher on that occasion. Pearl 11 needs to be looking to get wickets. That is the only way they will win this game. The fielders seem to have lost the game already, Atik.
Yeah, the body language seems extremely dull. Oh, beautifully bowled once again. A hint of movement away from the right-hander. And now, a poor throw from the deep will enable them to get an extra. Well, when you're defending 152, that's something that you can ill afford to do. 10 runs come off this over. Colombo Lions are soaring. 26 for no loss. $26 for no loss. 2 overs done and dusted. It's going to be Kevin Fernando who comes in to bowl the third over. 127 required for victory. Harsha Madhushanka on strike. Well, he's taken the bulk of the strike and the bulk of the scoring.
A quick single. The batsman, a leg by signal by the umpire. So Charit Nirmal, just 1 over. As you rightly mentioned, Atik, he seemed to be carrying an eagle. Yeah, his ACL, so wasn't putting the full effort. You could see that when he was bowling. So Kevin Fernando given the task of getting that breakthrough for the Pearl 11. This is towards the long on region, but falls short. Just a single. Interesting field. A long on and a deep square leg for JD Mahesh. Kevin Fernando seems to be someone who will be changing the pace. Someone who will bowl cutters. Not someone who will be looking to swing the new ball. This is picked up by Harsha Madhushankar towards the deep mid-wicket region. Another slow ball by Kevin Fernando. The towels are out. Looks like Dew has come into play.
So let's have a look at the field. Now for the left-hander, they've got a deep square leg that's coming squarer from the deep mid-wicket region. There's also a sweeper cover in place. The two fielders outside the circle. This is Apesh, fielder coming under, but he can only watch it sail over his head. Kevin Fernando slightly missing his length on that occasion. But you cannot afford to do so for this man who's on song and batting beautifully.
Harsha Madhushankar. His second six of the innings. He's having an excellent day with ball and now with bat in hand. He's moved on to 31 runs of just 13 deliveries. Slightly outside the off stump, a much better delivery by Kevin Fernando. Colombo Lions have got on to a great start. 36 runs on the board. Just the third over in play.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you talk from the Colombo Lions perspective, they'd want this to be a convincing victory. Chance of a run out, a direct hit could have been real trouble there for Harsha Madhushankar. He was scurrying his way through to the non-strikers and finally manages to make it. Well, that's the second worst way to get out, being run out after a hit wicket that we've discussed about earlier. Colombo Lions, they're off to a brilliant start. 3 done, 37 for no loss.
Another change in the bowling. Mashood into the attack. So the captain Chintika Gokula bringing in his changes, looking to get a wicket. So the two fielders outside the 30th circle are a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket. So all fielders in the offside inside the 30th circle. So Colombo Lions require another 116 runs in 102 deliveries. Required run rate of 6.82. Good delivery to start up by Mashood. So you see the replay. Some bounce in the wicket. The wicket seems to be a good track for batting. Cannot see any swing on offer for the new ball for the Pearl 11 bowlers. Another good delivery by Mashood.
Well, Mashood has been the one player, I'd say, from the Pearl 11 who's actually put his hands up with the bat and ball. Yes, it's not been impactful, so to say the least, but there's a lot of talent quite visible there. Mashood. Mashood coming from the east coast, the small town of Akkarepattu, along with also Akas Ahmed, who prevails from the same area. This team, named after this particular region, Akkarepattu Pearl 11. It's a battle of the west and the east right here, and the west seems to be winning at this stage, and that's a brilliant hit. JD Mahesh nicely flicks off the full delivery on the pads. That deserved to be punished. It was a hit me delivery, so to say the least. Poor delivery there on that occasion by Mashood.
JD Mahesh joining the party. His first boundary to him. Just faced 4 deliveries. But that ball was a hit me delivery, Atik. Rightly mentioned. Once again, this is a beautiful shot by JD Mahesh. Over the bowler's head, fuller in length by Mashood. And JD Mahesh hits this over the bowler's head for a boundary.
Terrific hit. Very, very nicely played there. It was fuller in length. That length, you certainly be asking for trouble when you're bowling up against someone of the caliber of JD Mahesh, who's got a bucket load of runs here in the domestic circuit. The experienced is the captain, JD. 46 for no loss, last ball of the over coming up. Quality batting here. You've got 2 boundaries. No further risks required. 10 coming off this over so far In fact, that is the end of the over. So 10 from Mashud's first over. 4 done. Lions going at a very good run rate. 47 for no loss.
The new bowler Sumudu Udara into the attack. Left arm spinner. So spin been introduced. And the fifth bowler to bowl. The fifth over of the game. So Chintika Gokula ringing in his changes. He needs to get some wickets. Colombo Lions are off to a great start. This has gone. This is out of here. That's another 6. Fuller in length. JD Mahesh doesn't need a second invitation. Outside the off stump. And he has been welcomed to the crease by JD Mahesh with a 6. That's the 50 up for the Colombo Lions as well. Just in 4.1 balls. 4.1 overs, I beg your pardon.
Well, this is a brilliant onslaught of batting by the two batters. The opening batters, well, they are running away with the game. Exactly 100 required for victory now. 53 for no loss. JD Mahesh. He's looking good out there, isn't he? He's on 19 of 8 balls, striking it at 200. And Harsha Madhushanka on the other end. Well, hasn't he batted well, folks? Looks extremely good there with the bat. Sumudu Udara. Can he pull a rabbit out of the hat here? You need a few wickets and you need it fast. You're not going to defend this total. The only way is pick up wickets in regular intervals.
Especially given the start the Colombo Lions have been able to put on. This is good batting by Harsha Madhushanka. Slight scare for JD Mahesh. The throw coming in. And we'll have a small break. Hopefully JD Mahesh will be okay to carry on. Good news for the Colombo Lions camp. JD Mahesh ready to continue. This is straight up in the air. The keeper calls for it. And he has taken it. Beautiful delivery by Sumud Udara. JD Mahesh tries to go through the mid-wicket region but pays the price. Mahela De Silva takes a good catch running back. Not easy with the helmet on. And that's the first wicket down for Colombo Lions. The new batsman into the crease, Shehan Dilshan. He's been in some good form, especially in this tournament. The second leading run scorer in the tournament, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be looking to add on to that. No pressure. The scoreboard. The slip in place for Sumudu. Beautifully played by Shehan Dilshan to get off the mark. So the Pearl 11 have got an opening. As we have seen many a time, one brings two. They have to believe they are still in the game. Cannot lose that faith. Good delivery there. So Sumud Udara, after being hit for 6, comes back to get the wicket. So Colombo Lions 56 for 1 after 5 overs. As we take a look at the scorecard, Harsha Madhushankar has been brilliant with 3 fours and 2 sixes, 34 runs off 20 balls. JD Mahesh kicking himself, got to a start but unable to convert. And we see the 6th bowler being introduced by the Pearl 11, Sumudu Fernando, to bowl the 6th over in the game. Oh, a slight misfield. The batsman come across for 2 runs. The body language not looking positive by the Pearl 11 team. Chintaka Gokula will not be liking that. He will want to change that. And the only way of changing it is by bringing wickets. Slower delivery by Sumudu Fernando.
So in the last over of the power play now, 59 for 1. Shehan Dilshan Veera Ratna, who's just walked into bat. Stylish left-handed batter, has been amongst the runs. Slower ball, he's been pulled and pulled it hard. The fielder in the deep makes a big mess of that. It's not something that you can afford to do. You should have some more manage to stop that. Slower ball on the occasion by Sumudu. The ball just slightly spinning away from the fielder as it does. .63 for 1. 2 more deliveries remaining in the power play. Quality batting. Get a boundary and then rotate the strike. Is what all quality batters do. That's how you up your game as far as your batting is concerned. What every coaches teach you at every age groups. You get a boundary, you rotate the strike, and if you can get a boundary and 5 singles, you've made 9 runs of the over. Good piece of fielding. So power play overs done and dusted. 6 done, 65 for 1. Well, this is nicely played. And a great catch on the boundary ropes. Brilliant piece of fielding. Well, you needed some sort of brilliance on the field to turn the tide back in your favor. And it is the set batter, Harsha Madhushankar, who has to depart. Just look at that for an effort. Brilliant. Brilliant. What a catch that was. He's absolutely jubilated. Pathum Wickramasinghe coming into the attack, striking off the second ball, and that too picking up the big fish. They'll need to keep picking up wickets here. Harsha departs after a very well made 39. 4 boundaries and 2 sixes to his name. 66 for 2. Well, that's a replay of that catch. What a magnificent piece of fielding that was. New batter Darshan Piris. He's in at number 4 for the Colombo Lions. Pathum Wickramasinghe, this turned out to be a brilliant over so far. Shehan Dilshan Veeratne, he will certainly hold the key here. He's a classy player who's been amongst the runs. Seven overs done is 69 for 2. A brilliant over from Pathum comes to an end. He's bowled him. He's bowled him. That's another wicket that falls. Colombo Lions losing wickets in regular intervals. Darshan Piris now has to depart. Pearl Levener bouncing right back into the game. An inside edge onto the leg stump. Kavin Fernando now strikes. Third one down. Are we going to be witnessing a swift in the pendulum once again? Great delivery on the occasion. Kavin Fernando. A dream delivery. 69 for 3. New batter Hiran Sasanka. Well, he's coming to bat when certainly the chips are down. Wicket stumbling. 2 quick wickets in succession in a matter of a few deliveries. 69 for 3. The Pearl 11 are fighting and fighting hard. Good delivery. Beautifully bowled. This is the replay. We'll have a look at that again. Well, you couldn't have asked for a better delivery from your medium pacer. Just around a good length. Slightly coming into the left-hander, inside edge. Hiran gets off the mark. Run rate still pretty good here for the Lions. Required run rate just above 6.5. So very manageable. Just 83 of 75. All they need is just one partnership. The Lions still in a comfortable position with 7 wickets in hand. Shayan Veeraratne will hold the key. He's been their top scorer. The Colombo Lions scored a brilliant 70 in the first game. He's being amongst the runs. Full toss. Being nicely played down the ground. Just 3 runs in this over and a wicket. It's been a quality one here by Kevin Fernando. Pulling things back here for the team. Play with soft hands there to a leg side and they get a quick double. Running has been fantastic. 74 for 3. They start off with a quick double there on the very first ball. Hiran Sasanka, both the players very quick between wickets. That's all you have to do. Just keep rotating the strike. Push those ones into twos. It's a big ground here, the Karwan Sports Club. Wonderful facility is here. The brainchild of Babar Iqbal, the founder of Karwan. So another 2 added to the tally. 75 of 69 required. Oh, chance! But with the batter, Shehan Veeraratne on the non-striker's end is not able to hang on to it. Yes, that was not intentional. Just falling short of the bowler. Nicely played. Just a single. Very good over there for Pathum. 1 for 9 of his 2 overs. 9 done, 79 for 3. Oh, has he got an edge? No, he has not. Umpire Waka Latif says not out. But a good delivery here by Kavin. The last few overs they've been asking the questions. Look at that. The ball moving off the air. They feel like he's getting some reverse swing here as well. Kavin Fernando. Excellent piece of fielding. I just feel like the Pearl 11 suddenly over the last over or two, the belief, the confidence slowly building after the fall of those 2 wickets. Asking the question again. $79 for 3. Oh, there's a chance of a run out. A direct hit was required. The batter with a full length dive. Some bit of indecision setting in here between these two. You cannot afford to throw your wicket away, especially when you're at the phase of a match when the required run rate is very manageable, just 7 runs and over. You cannot get bogged down. Shehan Veeraratne on the other end, he's just been knocking it around. He's yet to get a boundary, but the situation does not demand him to do so. What's required now is some stability after the fall of those 2 wickets. One for 17 of 2.5 for Kavin. He's done well. Last ball coming up. Dot ball to end it. A very good over, just 2 runs off it. So at the halfway stage, it's 81 for 3. So much needed a boundary here from Shehan. First boundary of his innings. But Pathum, hasn't he bowled well? Has had a great day today. Pathum Wickramasinghe batted well with the bat. Scored a good half century on top of the order, and now he's come out with the ball as well, delivering the goods. 1 for 14 of 2.3 overs. But he needs a bigger impact here. He needs another wicket. Like what I see here with Hiran Sasanka. Very busy cricketer. He's been advancing down the pitch and just placing it nicely for singles around. With a chance of a run out. There's a chance. Was there a direct hit? The stumps have been broken, but I think that was the bowler's hand hitting the stumps down. Well, there's again a bit of yes and no. Yeah, the bowler had broken the stumps down. Well, there was an opportunity there. These chances have to be taken. Just 65 or 55 required. Mistakes at this stage of the game can be a cardinal sin. Oh, what is happening out there? Hiran Sasanka. It looks like he is on a mission for self-destruction. Almost getting run out there. Just get back inside the nick of time there, Hiran. Flirting with danger. Eleven done, 88 for 3.
Firstly, huge congratulations. We spoke about it the other day. You got a start. Unfortunately, was not able to carry through today. Seemed like you played with a different
Shehan Veeraratne. Well, he will certainly hold the key here for the Lions. And his wicket will be a prize possession. Quick single. And now that's overthrows. Poor piece of effort there. That is something that you cannot do at this stage. 90 for 3 after 11.3 overs. Shehan on 19 of 17 deliveries. A couple of times they survived with the barest of margins, the two batters between wickets. Ninety for 3. Well, has a catch opportunity going down. You cannot afford to drop chances. Per 11, they'll be extremely disappointed with that. Oh, good delivery. Very good delivery. They're asking the question. Not out, says the umpire. Let's look at what happened there. A bit of a cutter into the pitch. Not out, says the umpire. Both the bowler and the wicket keeper felt there was a feather edge. That's a wide. Last ball of the over. And he will keep strike. Shehan, 12 overs done, 92 for 3. 93 for 3 now. Sumududara into his second over. The last few overs have been relatively quiet after the fall of the wicket. These two have been in a process of rebuilding. They don't want to throw the game away. Still in a comfortable position, I'd say, but per 11 they've pulled things back slightly, but they need to keep picking up wickets. We saw a couple of run-out opportunities going down, a catch going down in the previous over. These mistakes you cannot afford to at this stage. Well, this high up in the air, but it will fall in no man's land. Just a single. Sumududara is bowled extremely well. Even throughout the tournament, Sumududara has been pretty good. That's a good hit. That's advancing down the pitch. Has he got all of it? Yes, he has. Just over the fielder's head for a maximum. Hiran Sasanka. That's a very, very good stroke down the ground. Getting to the pitch of it. Getting good elevation and distance. The fielder had long off. He was interested there for a second. It was the captain, Chintaka Gokula. But unfortunately, he had to be at least another 3 to 4 feet taller to get that. The 100 comes up now for the Lions. 101 for 3. Well, they're asking the question, but good decision there was outside the off stump. They get a couple of byes. That ball beating everybody. The batter, the wicket keeper, and also perhaps just brushing the stumps as well. The Lions will not mind as long as the runs come by, but that was a poor shot selection there by Hiran. Trying to sweep a fuller delivery, flirting with danger there. Be better off playing that in the V or along the ground. Just push it for singles. You've already got the runs. Don't have to do anything out of the ordinary. Nicely played. A dot ball to end it though. 103 now on the board. They've got to go at a run rate of just above 7 and over. 50 required in 7 overs. 103 for 3. We're down to the last 7 overs now. Shehan Veeraratne gets caught at point. Chintaka Gokula, the captain, takes the catch. And this is a big, big wicket. It's the man who's been in form in the tournament. Shehan Veeraratne has to walk back. Pearl 11 strike once again. A slower delivery there from Sumudu. And Shehan playing away from the body. All he manages to do is just get a leading edge. The captain does the rest. Shehan departs. Colombo Lions now in a spot of bother. The 11s, they're absolutely marching right back into the game. It's 103 for 4. New batter is Shehan Tandakara. But we've all spoken about the similarities of his name, his batting, and even the number on his jersey. Shehan Tandakara. He even stands like Kumar Sangakkara, the great, the legend. Shehan Tandakara. But can he play a Sangakkara innings tonight would be the question. Oh, gets an inside edge. They'll just get a single. But what a wicket that was. Sumudu Fernando striking to get that big wicket of Shehan Veeraratne with that slower ball outside the off stump. Main man who's been amongst the runs. Quick single on that occasion. A dot ball to end it. Very good over from Sumudu Fernando. No, in fact, there's one more delivery remaining. He's just given away 2 runs and picked up a wicket. Can he finish it off well here? Slower ball. And another dot ball. In fact, they've somehow managed to squeeze through. They get a single. Over comes to an end. Let's have a look at that replay again. Well, hasn't he bowled well? Oh, that was mightily close, wasn't it? 14 done, 106 for 4.
Congratulations. Firstly, he bit
106 for 4. Shehan Tandakara. Shehan Tandakara with a glorious shot down the ground. He gets his first boundary. That's a very, very good hit there by Shehan. It was in the slot. And he managed to find the gap to perfection. Game is very much on the balance, I'd say. 110 for 4, 43 more required. This is getting tighter and tighter as we speak. Well, his middle that. Has he got all of it though? He has. So a boundary and a 6 to follow here for Shehan Tandakara. Nicely played. Was in the slot. Full extension of the arms. Great connection there with the willow. That ball's gone all the way for a maximum over mid-wicket. He's moved on to 116. Scores moved on to 116 for 4. Shehan now on to 12 of 7. 37 required of 33 deliveries. Those two boundaries now have shifted the pressure back onto the Pearl 11. One 116 for 4. Oh, they're asking the question. They're asking the question. Umpire lifts his finger. Shehan Tandakara departs. Colombo Lions strike. They lose another wicket. The Pearl 11 strike. But in fact, I thought that he was given out. I'm sorry, I was completely confused. I just thought the umpire lifted his finger. But not out, I believe. Well, I'm not sure whether if I'm seeing things. Well, pardon me to all our viewers. It's past midnight here in Dubai. We'll have a look at that again. I swore I saw the umpire lifts his finger. Let's have a look at that. There, what happened? I thought the umpire... Oh, goodness gracious. It just completely seemed like umpire Waqar Latif lifted his finger. But I think maybe he suggested the ball went past the bat. They come back for a couple. Well, whatever that umpire Waqar Latif suggested, when that finger was coming up, I'm sure Shehan Tandakara himself thought that he was going to. I think it was the umpire Waqar Latif just pointing out to the bowler that the ball beat the outside edge. But to us, it seemed like he lifted his finger up. 119 for 4. 34 more runs required in the last 5 overs now. Per 11. Well, they've got a steeper slope to climb. They need 6 wickets. Can they do it? Good delivery. Very good delivery there. Mashoot coming in to bowl his second over. A lot riding here, especially for the per 11. This is high. This is fielder back jogging, but he's not able to hang on to it. Was a tough chance, but he did manage to get a hand, but that did not stick. Some chances going down in the bowling innings here for the per 11. It's been a tough campaign for them so far. That's a good hit. That's gone. One bounce into the boundary ropes. Shehan Thandakara is playing a blinder of an innings here. Under pressure. Well, what we've been told is that Shehan Thandakara models himself a lot on Kumar Sangakkara. I'm sure the great Kumar Sangakkara will be extremely proud with that stroke. Hitting it over extra covers was something that Kumar Sangakkara specialized himself on. He was such a classy player. Sri Lanka's one of the greatest to ever grace the game. I would say he's only just second. If anybody asks who is Sri Lanka cricket's greatest left-handed batter, or in fact the greatest batter ever to grace the game, every single one of you will tell you without a shadow of doubt that it was Aravinda de Silva. Aravinda de Silva was Sri Lanka's greatest batsman, and I should agree so too. And after that, the next will be Kumar Sangakkara himself. .126 for 4, last ball of the over. It's been another very good over, just 7 coming off it so far in the first 5 balls. Under the circumstances, it's a very good attack. Slow ball. And Hiran will keep strike. Very good partnership building here. 4 overs, 26 remaining, 127 on the board. Well, very first ball of the over. Hiran Sasanka gets a boundary. What a shot that was down the ground. Flat batting it. Pressure right back on Pearl 11 now. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Brilliant batting here by Shehan Thandakara. He's certainly putting on a show here for us tonight. And he's playing some glorious strokes to all parts of the park. Beautiful batting. Proper 360 player. Going down on one foot and then scooping it over the fine leg region for a boundary. 9 coming off this over so far. Now the pressure right back on Pearl 11. In fact, it is now a runner ball. Less than a runner ball required. Just 17 of 21. Has this overturned the tide? Has gone hard. He's gone big. He's gone maximum. And that's gone all the way for a 6. That perhaps is the killer blow here for the Pearl 11. And with that shot, perhaps the hopes, the dreams, the aspirations of their campaign of the season 2 of the Sri Lanka Cricket League Provincial League 2026 perhaps comes to an end. What a strike that was from Shehan Thandakara. 15 runs coming off this over so far. He goes down the ground. Fielder this time will cut it off, though, just a single. What a brilliant run chase. Only 10 more runs required for victory. 2 hits away are the Colombo Lions. What an innings. What an innings Shehan Thandakara has played. Comes down the pitch. He's hit it nicely down the ground, but the fielder this time will cut it off. They get a single to keep strike. 17 done. Single digits required. 144 for 4. So just 9 runs required for victory. And it's Hiran Sasanka on strike. He's on 31. 26 in fact. Flicks it for a single. 2 hits away now. Can they finish it off in this over? Certainly will help them a world of good as far as their net run rate is concerned in the tournament. Colombo Lions. But Shehan Thandakara and Hiran Sasanka, what a partnership this is. What a brilliant batting performance. When they came into bat, things were slightly shaky. That's a wide. Love to re-bowl that. Just 7 now required. Kevin the Hen trusted to bowl the 18th over. It'll be quite tough coming into bowl at this stage. The game's already slipped away, and that's a wide. That's a wide, way outside the off stump. 1 hit away from victory. Just 6 runs required. Can Shehan finish it off with 1 ball here? That's over the wicket keeper's head. And single not taken. Once again, Kevin bowling those deliveries way outside the off. 148 for 4. In fact, they have got a single as well. Hiran on strike. Hiran advances, chance for the fielder in the deep, and he puts it down. Well, that perhaps sums up the story for the Pearl 11 in this campaign. The ground fielding has been horrendous. The catching has been horrible. Well, you can't expect to win games if you're putting catchers down. Not at this level. So 4 runs away now. No ball been called by the umpire. They'll also get a single. So free hit coming up, and it's just 2 runs required now for victory. Well, that no ball, I believe, was because, well, it was not for the front foot. Maybe because it pitched outside the surface. Pitched outside the strip, perhaps. Look at that. Tandakara taking strike. And, well, because it's a free hit, it's not out. He wants to finish it off with a boundary here, Shayant Tandakara. Certainly deserves to score the winning runs here, Shayant Tandakara. It's been a tremendous effort. It's been a tremendous batting performance here. Colombo Lions have been brilliant. Alright, here we go. Stays low. Good delivery there. Spinning into the left-hander and very low trajectory there. Well, last ball of the over. Can he finish it off? Just 2 runs required. And he's missed it. He's missed it. So it's not over in this over. 18 done, 150 for 4. Hiran Sasanka. 2 more runs required for victory. Can he finish it off here? Well, he goes hard. He goes big down the ground. And this time they managed to hold on to the catch. Well, it's too little too late. Nevertheless, a good piece of catch there in the deep. But the damage is already done. Hiran Sasanka departs on the cusp of victory. Colombo Lions lose their 5th. It's 150 for 5. So just 2 runs required. And it's in fact 3 runs required. Rashmika Sirivardhana at number 7. Knocks it around. Gets a single. Gives the strike back to Shayant Tandakara. He's played a blinder of a knock tonight. What an innings. 32 of 21 balls. He's got a chance now to hit the winning run. Can he finish it off here in style? Trying to hit the ball too hard. Missing out on an opportunity there. So he will not be hitting the winning run, in fact, as there's just 1 more run required for victory. Rashmika on strike. Is this the last ball of the innings? Apesh lob it down to long off. And a single. And game done and dusted. Set and match. Colombo Lions romping home with 5 wickets. And 8 balls to spare. Huge congratulations to Colombo Lions. But for the Pearl 11, unfortunately, it is the end of the road. There is another game to play in the group stages, but certainly it will not help them qualify. So Pearl 11, 4th loss on the trot for them in this tournament. And it's been a forgettable campaign in this year's edition. A lot of talent in that lineup. A lot of players that have a lot of talent and skill. But in all honesty, just felt that perhaps the Pearl 11, they were let down with their ground fielding, their catching. Perhaps costed them a win in this tournament. Well, nevertheless, Colombo Lions, still all the other 5 teams still very much in contention. So the tournament hotting up beautifully here. The Sri Lanka Cricket Provincial League. Sri Lanka Provincial League, SLCL. Season 2 has been nothing short of phenomenal. So what a game we've had here. Colombo Lions winning by 5 wickets. A massive congratulations to them. And commiserations to Pearl 11. Well, we will take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the post-match presentation. Stay tuned. Well, welcome to the post-match presentation. The match between the Colombo Lions and the Pearl 11. Congratulations to the Colombo Lions for over a massive victory, winning by 5 wickets. And it's been a comprehensive performance by the Colombo Lions. Well, commiserations to the Pearl 11. Unfortunately, the tournament, the campaign comes to an end tonight. Will not be able to qualify for the Final 4. But they do have another one more game coming up in the league stages. So Colombo Lions, they've been absolutely outstanding with the bat, with the ball, as well as on the field, and rightfully emerging victorious. So huge congratulations to the Colombo Lions. We'll jump straight on to the Man of the Match award. Well, there is no surprises there tonight, because there was one man who was brilliant with the bat, with the ball. He was amongst the runs and he caused the major damage. And it is none other than Harsha Madhushankar with a magnificent 39 of 24 balls with the bat, 4 boundaries and 2 sixes to his name, and also picking up 3 wickets for 17 runs off his 4 overs. Harsha, please come up on stage. Kindly collect your award, your Man of the Match award, as well as a gift hamper from Naturals. Thoroughly deserves that, Harsha Madhushankar. with a brilliant effort with the bat and with the ball. Harsha, firstly and foremost, huge congratulations to you. Batted well, bowled well. Well, you know, you couldn't have asked for a better day on the field today.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to my team. They did really support to me, and this match was a must-win match for us. So I think we did really good. So when I bowl, also I tried to bowl dot balls. I didn't go to take wickets. When I bat, also I tried to get more runs within less balls. So I think I did really well, and it affected to this win.
Fantastic, Harsha. Just tell us a quick update with regards to the team momentum going into as you get into the business end of the tournament. Still very important games coming up ahead. How's the confidence in the group?
All the team members are in good confidence now. We played without our main 4 players, but boys did really well. So I think even without main players, they played really well with the good confidence. I think they are confidence in top level now.
Fantastic, Harsha. I wish you all the very best. Good luck. Very well played today.
Thank you so much.
But also good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Man of the match, Harsha Madhu Shankar, with a brilliant all-round performance. Well, that's about it we have here today. But tomorrow, we have a double header coming up. So plenty of action coming your way. Do join us again. Till then, is goodbye and good night from all of us here at the Karwan Sports Club.
SLCL, SLCL. We running the show. SLCL. Watch the champions grow. SLCL. Where the legends all go. Victory lap. Let the whole world know.
SLCL Provincial League
Start shaking.
Season 2.